Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for taking the time to be here. I am stoked that you're still just really excited to build your business. And so I have a lot of content for you here for the next little bit. We're going to go over, I just got done pulling my best-selling items from Amazon and one of my Etsy stores. So I'm going to go over with you the product types that are doing really well. We're going to dig into different phrases that you could look into doing for these product types. We'll go on to Amazon. I've got my extension that will show you how much each of these products are estimated to make. We also have the same thing for, I've got some Etsy tools. So we'll go over that, come up with potential phrase ideas for these product types just to show you what's possible, how you can kind of replicate for yourself, how to make awesome phrases. We're going to go over some of CustomHappy's newest products. We've got some really cool things for you, kind of why you want to launch new products. And then we'll cover how you can hire people to help you launch your new items as well. And this will be especially kind of as you're going for a little bit and you want to maximize and make as many sales as possible. Usually I recommend people do this kind of after they started making sales, and we'll get into all of that here in a little bit. All right, so we've got lots of things to go through, so let's dig in. I just finished wrapping up my Amazon sales. So what I did was I went into a software that I have called Inventory Lab. I don't necessarily recommend that you get it. It's expensive, but it's $149 a month, so probably not necessary for most people. But I was able to pull my report, and then it would tell me, each line here is another item. It told me which items have the most orders, and then how many orders compared to the percentage of the total. Now, I love data, so I figure a lot of you guys might enjoy this, not just because I love data. I know other people love data too, just seeing kind of what's actively working. And sometimes this stuff is really surprising. So a couple numbers are, first of all, in the last 6 months, I have sold 2,161 unique items on Amazon. So I've got over 60,000 products in my inventory, but in the last 6 months, over 2,161 unique items, and then 8,938 items sold. So the unique items, some of them sold, of course, more than one. The top 634 items out of the 2,161 unique items, so let me make this another way. So 8,938 items, orders of these 2,161 items. The top 634 of this number's items made up the top 80%, and my top 10 products make up the top 20% of sales. I always love looking at kind of 80-20. So my number one best-selling product is a teddy bear right now. So we made 482 items in the last 6 months, we sold 482 orders of a teddy bear recently in the last 6 months, which is 5.39% of total sales. So I know I talk about mugs a lot. I still think mugs are awesome. Of the top 10 items that I've sold, they make up 3 of the top 10. So and I just use mugs a lot as examples. However, I think there's a lot of benefit to getting into new products as well. My number 2 bestseller was a candle. Then my number 3 was a mug. Number 4, travel mug. 5, candle. Then a tumbler. Then a pillowcase, mug. Something that we have coming up that's getting a lot of steam really fast, by the way, is picture frames. So ornaments were number 12, and then we have picture frames. I've made 73 sales of just one picture frame order so far. So picture frames have a lot of opportunity. And then I made 56 on another one. And I don't even have that many picture frames up yet. So we'll get into these different products and kind of go over what's doing well and phrases and things. But I thought you might be interested to see. So let me make this a little bit bigger if you want a better look. So teddy bears, biggest seller. And then I started doing a rolling percentage here too. So that's how I was able to see that these top 10 products, 4, 5, 6, or actually top 9 products made up 19.389% of total orders. And then if we go with the top 10, then 20.3%. And so We've got 3 candles in the top 10, 3 mugs in the top 10, 2 travel mugs, a pillowcase, and a teddy bear. Okay. And then I also thought I would share, so it's hard to get the data for Etsy stores, but I am, and I make way more sales on Amazon, but I do have one of my stores tracked. So for that, I went on Etsy and I pulled, let me make this a little bit smaller. I pulled by product type for that one store. And this store, I think has about 10,000 sales. Don't quote me on that. And this is by product type, so not individual items, but my best sellers on there are first printables, then teddy bears, then pins, underwear, mugs, tote bags, blankets, earrings, and shirts and tops. So there's that. Now the ones that I really focus on, teddy bears make a lot more profit. Underwear is pretty profitable. Pins are really cheap, so it's nice to see the sales, but you don't really make a lot of profit. And I won't get into printables since here we talk about kind of print-on-demand physical items. So the big ones, I would say teddy bears, underwear, and mugs are the ones that kind of make the most sales. But I like to just play and throw in other products and see what might stick. Okay. So those are the top sellers. And what I thought we could do is go into Amazon here, and I have my handy dandy software. I don't know how accurate this is all of the time, but I thought it could help you see kind of items that are doing really well right now on Amazon and exactly how much income they are making. So I just put in funny teddy bear, and there's a couple different ways that we can check, but I just thought like it would be helpful if you could see actively what is working, how much income these different things are generating, and then after we go in and do some research there, we will dig in to look at how much, how you can create phrases as well. Okay, so for this one, Shoddy You Fine, it is, and by the way, these ones might look like they're not making a lot of money, but they're sponsored, which is why they're coming up first. So this one, Shoddy You Fine, it looks like it's making $575 a month in revenue, 24 units sold. Let me actually open up the teddy bears. And then this one, Shoddy You Fine, just has a little bit added to it. That one is selling estimated 140 units per month. And so that's an estimated monthly revenue of $4,053. So this whole Shoddy You Fine thing is working really well. Let me just refresh that so it can start populating for us. Here we have Damn Boo You Fine. This is 15 items sold per month, and it's estimated $374 a month in revenue. This one, just an added word, Zam, Shorty You Hella Fine. That one is estimated $8,342 a month in revenue. So this whole Shoddy You Fine situation seems to be making some money. So we can actually, let me make this page break, make this a little bit smaller so we can see easier, and then I will just put in here the list of the things that are selling well. Let's make that bigger. Perfect. Okay, then let's keep going. You Stole My Heart looks like it's making $7,000 a month in revenue. Now, I won't go into this one because it has a little, prisoner situation, which we don't do on the teddy bears that you can get from CustomHappy. So I want to find things as similar to what you would be able to get as possible. This one, I Miss Your Face So Effin' Much, $3,147 a month in revenue. So let's plug that into this sheet as well. And then let's see if we can find some other one. Leave Me Alone, I'm Introverting. Oh, it has the hood, so we'll ignore that one. You're My Favorite, Pain. And I see this one a lot. We can copy this one too. $159 a month in revenue. Make this bigger. Oops. Okay, so these are doing really well. Oh, this one, I Love You With All My Bum. I would say heart, but my bum is bigger. I've seen that do pretty well too. Oh, this is an interesting one. It just says, I'm sorry. And wow, I didn't even know that this was such a big one. But look, I am sorry here, $1,799 a month in revenue. This one's sorry, please forgive me. This is $897 a month in revenue. And this one's $459 a month in revenue for the sorry ones. Very interesting. So let's put in sorry teddy bear too, because that one also has some potential. And so we can go into the other product types and things, but for now we've got that, and we'll come up with some phrases here shortly. But that's really cool. I'm seeing if here's another sorry one, $3,000 a month in revenue. And this one they just keep saying, sorry, I'm such a dumbass idiot, please forgive me. So sorry for those of you that don't like the curses, but it looks like a lot of times they do well. So I'm just gonna go with them. You can obviously change things as much as you want. I miss you. Okay, I love you. This one's $3,772 a month, and it just says I love you. Okay, I'll put this one here too. Okay, another way to see what's doing really well. Here I just put in funny teddy bear, as you saw, and that's just because generally if I do a search on Amazon, the things that are going to come to the top are going to be the things that are selling well, because of course Amazon's going to show me the items that are selling well, because the odds are, if I'm looking for funny teddy bear, if they show me things that do well, that I purchase it is higher. And then if I purchase, Amazon makes money. So they like to reward things that do well by having them come up in the search engines. The other thing you can do is go to a specific category and then see the best-selling items for that category. So let's do a search here. Amazon bestseller stuffed animal and teddy bears. And get into that category. Okay, so some of these are not going to make sense because, or they make sense, but they're not exactly what we sell, so I'm going to ignore a lot of them. But I'm curious if there are any kind of ones, wanted to see something else, that we could see that are doing popular that we could sell the same kind of thing on. Which it does not look like. I wanted to see if there were any with a little teddy bear shirt, because if you're not familiar, these are the teddy bears that you can sell on CustomHappy. So you can do the large one alone or the small one alone, but it's basically the teddy bear and then you put a design on there and then you can sell them. So I wanted to find kind of similar items to what it is that you'd be selling, but it looks like none are in the super top ones. So we're going to have to go with a different approach. While we look there, by the way, I'm going to go into one of my tools. This is to see what can come up here for Etsy. So let's go teddy bear, and then I'm going to look for things that have at least, let's say, 5 sales a month, and we'll go search here. Okay, but it's cool to see at least what is selling well. I'm curious now if we do sorry, what else might come up here? By the way, you heard it here first, but we're getting not just, we have the teddy bears, but CustomHappy will also be soon offering like stuffed lambs and stuffed panda bears. So those will be coming up soon, which will be really fun. So yeah, look, these sorry ones do really well. Custom photo text. This isn't the same exact teddy bear, but this is something that you could do, custom photo and text for the teddy bears. This one's $169 a month. This one's $24 a month. So it's not really selling a lot, but just words. I love you. I'm sorry. Super duper easy. Another little trick that you can do to make sure that you're finding things that are selling well are, if you go customer reviews 4-star and up, then you only find things that are reviewed, which means that they have to be making some sales. So it's another kind of easy way to find things. Okay, so this one, I'm sorry, t-shirt, $599 a month in sales. I'm curious if we do love in the stuffed animals and teddy bears. And then, oh, now it's giving me all. Love teddy bear. And then we will go to customer reviews 4 stars and up. So we're only getting the winning products, what we can find here. Some of these, I mean, it just as I love you. Obviously, it's not exactly the same teddy bear that we have, but it's close enough. 216 reviews. This one is selling $1,455 a month. I Heart You, $7,387 a month. And so why we're doing this is because we're going to see what's doing well and see how we can kind of change things up a little bit. This one says Happy Cotton Anniversary. Is this something that we don't know about? Let's see. Oh, I guess for the 2nd anniversary. Yes, I think for every anniversary you're supposed to get some kind of new gift or something. So I see 2nd Happy Cotton Anniversary. Got it. Well, that's interesting that that's doing well. We can see here in the reviews which ones are selling well, which is actually, this is really useful information because we can see here 13th anniversary sold, 2nd anniversary sold, 5th anniversary, 15th anniversary, 20th. So this shows which ones are, here's 15th again. This shows which ones people are purchasing. Oh, I see, it comes with a little crystal thing. Okay, so that's actually not gonna make sense with this part. However, we could make, if people are searching 15th anniversary bear or 15th anniversary gift, then even though it's actually coming with the crystal here, we could come up with some other things. Let's do a search for 15th anniversary teddy bear and see what else might be coming up. Excuse me. Okay, I feel like there's probably, and we could validate with spot niches, but we could go through and see on spot niches if other people are searching 15th anniversary teddy bear. But I won't get us too off track here. But that's interesting. So it's good to kind of see what's working and where we might be able to make some other things. This bum thing, I love you with all my bum. Let's search on that one. I hadn't seen I love you with all my bugs. I'm just curious what that even is. Okay, no. I thought maybe we would have found something else. But no dice there. Okay, that's not coming up now at all. The thing is, when Amazon does all this testing, it doesn't make it super ideal for real-time testing or real-time showing you things all the time. But that's okay. So we'll skip that one. We got a couple here. Let's see if Etsy can give us some more. Let me make this a little bit bigger. So what we're going to do is look for things. Okay, so this one is a personalized baby bunny rabbit. Okay, let's try this one. Memorial bear. So although this isn't the same exact thing, this shows us memorial bears might do really well, where it just in memory of or something you could put on the design there. Here's another one, custom graduation teddy bear. I know that these have the little caps and stuff, but I think you could still make graduation ones that do well. This one's making $3,600 a month in revenue. Now, how we come up with phrases is I like to say something like, please help me think of some really funny phrases that I could sell on print-on-demand teddy bears that people would love. I want them to be related to graduation and make it so people can't wait to purchase them. I'd love 20 at first, $10,000 bonus for awesome ideas. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so this one, diploma, question mark, check. Diploma, check. Job, TBD. Masters in Netflix and chill. Okay, bye-bye homework, hello adulting. Okay, so this gave us, I graduated, can I go to bed now? I could see where maybe I graduated blank, dental school or whatever. But let's see if we can make this a little better. Okay, please make them related to bears, perhaps also phrases we could customize to lots of different graduations. Okay, so this is cool. Barely graduated, unbearleavably done. Bear in mind, I'm a graduate now. Very smart and ready to start. Okay, this is awesome. So these are how you would come up with phrases. I think that a lot of these could do really well. Positively a graduate. So ChatGPT will just give you these phrases. So we have this custom graduation thing. You could also make it where people can personalize with the year. And the cool thing in this one is we've got the title here, custom graduation teddy bear, says graduation gifts, graduation keepsake, gift for grads. So I would make one just gift for grads as one product. Preschool graduation teddy bear as another product, graduation bear as another product, and just go after all the different types of graduations and then try selling them separately. Okay, let's see what else. We've got another cute memory bear made from a loved one's clothing. Oh, okay, that's different. Let's see if we can find other things here. Here's more graduation teddy. So that one's $909 a month in revenue. Okay, and then let's see what else we can find. Oops, let's go into this one and see what is available for here. Oops, this one. Not all of these are going to be apples to apples, but it is helpful to see if there's anything. Here's this shoddy you find one, and that one is showing $2,636. Oh, in 12-month revenue, all-time $14,000 that one has done. So it might be fine. Now for this example, let's go into ChatGPT. I'd like to make some funny teddy bears that are a riff off of the shoddy you find. That's really popular. Can you help me think of some or maybe incorporate that phrase? 20K bonus if you can do a good job. That used to work really well. I don't know if too many people are doing it now, but let's see here. Oh, so this is all for the graduation one, which is actually not a bad idea. Like caps off to you, shoddy you fine. Graduation, shoddy you fine, to kind of put both of them in. But let's say, please give me phrases without graduation. Shoddy you berry fine. Okay, berry sweet, berry special. Okay, so those are some things that we could look at if we wanted to sell there. So some of the other ones that we had, so then I would just do the whole kind of thing with what we just did for Shoddy You Fine and the graduation one, and just play with what are some riffs on ChatGPT with the I miss your face or the other things. So that's how I would come up with the phrases. So I would first kind of look on Amazon, Etsy, see what is already selling well. So there's tools. The tool that I'm using here is called Jungle Scout. And then there's epicpodtool.com for Etsy. And those are really good things. I'll put them on here so you can, in case you. So we got Jungle Scout and then epicpodtool.com. Those are the tools that I use for research. You could also use eRank, different things. I think I don't remember. We might have some special deal with them. Let me see. If you wanted to use that, they've got some decent stuff too. Yeah, go to rachelrafay.com/erank. I'm pretty sure you get some kind of benefit because that's my affiliate link. I could be wrong. So those are different tools you could use for research. But this way you can kind of understand what people are actively buying and then go onto ChatGPT to come up with phrases that are not exactly what's already selling. Obviously, we don't want to copy, but it gives you some good ideas. So teddy bears showed up well on both my Amazon and my Etsy, but then candles did really well too. So let's look up some candles and see what's selling well there. And then for the candles, of course, we're going to try to find like items. And you can see now, CustomHappy, we have a ton of different flavors and colors and different things. I'm going to get a quick sip of water. We just got these pickle candles. Some people are obsessed with the pickle. They're so gross, but people love them. Just as an aside. Okay, so then we go in here. Let's see which ones. This is interesting. Don't let anyone treat you like free salsa. You are guac. That one sells $13,000 a month in revenue. I'm curious if this is something that is... No, it's one. I thought that maybe there were multiple... Oh, yeah. Okay, no, this makes more sense. There's a ton of different styles, and so this whole listing is doing 13,000, but maybe not just that one saying. We could, of course, go to the reviews and see which ones it looks like people are buying the most. So the You Are the Guac, Therapy Helps is one of them. Another Therapy Helps, Classy, Sassy, Therapy Helps. So Therapy Helps is doing well. I wonder what that one says, because then we can do a search to see if there's other ones like that. Therapy Helps, but screaming profanities is faster and cheaper. Let's see. Therapy Helps, but screaming is faster. Candle. Curious if there's other ones. So only 24 results come up for that. And I only see that one. That's interesting. So that one might be a good one that you would want to make one for, because people are searching Therapy Helps, but screaming is faster. So we can write that down here. Let me make this bigger. Let's see what else we can come up with. I'm curious too about the guac one. Guac. You Are Guac candle. Okay, so that one, I'm just curious to see on here. Oh, it's not selling very much. So that one I think is just the one that came up, but I don't know that that one's selling so well. Oh wait, 14,000 here, 13,000. No, this is the Sometimes You Forget You're Awesome, which might be another one that would do well. So let's check there too. So sometimes, of course, it takes a little bit more time in the beginning to do some searching, but I want to see the ones that are doing, and I know that normally with low hanging, we make phrases and we apply them to lots of different niches. And so absolutely I would do that. But if you want to kind of maybe make new phrases based off things that are actively doing well, this is where we could take some time. So here's one, Sometimes You Forget You're Awesome. So this is your reminder. That one's doing $749 a month. This one is not really selling very well. This one's $6,000 a month. This one's $22,000 a month. $28,000 a month, $16,000 a month. So that one's a pretty good one. And so we could go into ChatGPT. I'll make a new phrase for this. A split that I could sell on print-on-demand candles that people would love. I want them to be related to Sometimes You Forget You're, what is it? Sometimes You Forget You're Awesome. So this is your reminder. And make it so people can't wait to purchase them. I'd love 20 at first, 10,000 bonus for awesome ideas. Keeps updating my memory. I've got to save some of these. Burn this when you need to remember how fabulous you are. In case no one told you today, you're amazing. Light up the world. You're hotter than this candle flame. So this is awesome. Burn this and bask in your awesomeness. You're lit. No, seriously, you're amazing. These are some great phrases that we could put on just to kind of riff off of what is actively doing well. Because you see, there's a lot of money in that one. Let's see what else. So this kind of vibe, you're a badass. Keep this up. Keep that up. $7,900 a month. You have to just take it one, are you effing kidding me, at a time. I know that one can do really well, $9,800. So what I would do then is I would go back to ChatGPT and just keep coming up with phrases, ideally ones that you could apply to lots of different niches. So you'd go on the master list, and even if it's like engineer, sometimes you just have to take it one, are you effing kidding me, at a time. Basket weaver, sometimes you just have to take it one, are you effing kidding me, at a time. In the case of the therapy helps, but sometimes screaming is faster. You could do profanities is faster and cheaper. You could do the same thing with like engineer life. Therapy helps, but screaming profanities is faster and cheaper, or whatever it happens to be. You could just apply the different niches. So I think that is a good way to go about it. We have the candles. We can see what's doing well on Etsy as well. And maybe here we'll just put in funny candle and see what might show up. Okay, so we'll let that think. Okay, so here's one, personalized. This is a big one on Amazon too. Like, here, let me make it bigger. Like, Michael's last F, oh look, it's on fire. So to personalize it, you could also do it with lots of niches. Engineer's last F, oh look, it's on fire, etc. Smells like your text here. Looks like that one is... Actually, let me make that as small. I've been seeing this smells like your thing, so it could be like smells like you just graduated, smells like you're leaving us for coworkers. I see that do pretty well. I'm curious, let's sort here by monthly sales and see which ones are doing the very best. Okay, so this one's doing 278. So $72,000 in the last 12 months. At $6,000 a month. It's done just under $80,000 just for that one. Being my sister is really the only gift you need. I think you could apply this to lots of different, being my Mimi, my Gigi, my Papa. And that one has done, it's doing just under $2,000 a month, and it has made $128,000 overall. This one, light when name here farts. This one has done $352,000 in sales over time, and then just under $2,000 a month for that. So you would just switch it up, right? So maybe we don't have, or even the being my sister is really the only gift you need. You could change it up to something like, there's no need for a gift when you got lucky enough to be my sister, or there's no need for a gift when you got lucky enough to be my mama, you know, and then just change it up and then go across the master list for everywhere it makes sense. Okay, you're an awesome blank. Keep that up. That would be another one. And you could do this for all kinds of things. You're an awesome basket weaver, an awesome engineer, an awesome knitter. Keep that up. So that's another way to kind of go through. And then, of course, you could just either riff, just kind of common sense like I just did, or you could use ChatGPT. Let's see what comes up here for this one. And the different tools seem to get different products that we could look into. Smells like summer break. Okay, so this is a way that people are putting things in. That's cool. Gift for teacher. Got it. This last nerve one. This is a different name, and that one's $26,000 a month in revenue. Let's see what else. So graduation gifts. These graduation gifts, I think now is the time of year too where people are buying a lot of graduation kind of products. But okay, so those are ones that are actively doing well. The other products that have been selling well, so travel mugs. Let's see if we just do funny travel mug. I won't go super in detail on all of these because I know we've got some other things to get into as well. Might be water, might be vodka. I think that's a good one that you could do with different kind of alcohols, like might be water, might be whiskey, might be bourbon, whatever. Let me get it. Okay, so you kind of get the idea now, I'm sure. Let me just see if there's anything else. Candles we went through, pillowcases, picture frames. Let's go through some pillowcases because I feel like pillowcases are a slept-on product, and you can get some really good margin on these pillowcases, and they come out gorgeous. So I'm just gonna look funny. Be safe, have fun, don't do stupid stuff. Okay, I don't see any sales really for that. It must just be a sponsored one. Jesus one with I saw that. That one's doing $2,134 a month. This one, how cool is it that the same God that created oceans and mountains and galaxies looked at you and thought the world needed one of you too? I wonder if this one's $5,407 a month. Yeah, I was curious if that was multiple styles or just that one happened to be doing well. Okay, home is where my boys are, not selling any, so let's keep it moving. Let's open this one and see. Scream here. Okay, so this one, oh no, this one also has multiple. Well, it has multiple styles for colors, but they all say the same thing, welcome to Pound Town. So that one might be something you could riff off of. I mean, it's top 260,000 on Amazon. So let's make another ChatGPT thing here. I'm gonna put pillows. So I'm just changing out the prompt a little bit. Cuddle Central. Yeah, this isn't really, let's just say, please make them have sexual innuendo. Sexual innuendo sells really well. I don't know if I spelled that wrong. Oh, apparently it may violate our usage policies. Got it. Hugging with benefits, midnight mischief. I don't know. You could try some of these maybe. Let's see what else we can find. Scream here. That one's 146,000. That's pretty great. Oh, no. It's lots of options. Oh, no. Actually, it's good. They all say scream here. I just didn't want it to be where it would say, 10 completely different styles. But maybe scream here would be one. And you could apply it to lots of different niches too, right? Because you could say, engineers scream here, plumber, or like, since you're a plumber, you'll want to scream here, or since you're an engineer, you'll want to scream here, or engineers need to scream here. And that would be a way that you could apply it to lots of different things. This my side, your side, I know does well. Actually, I'm pretty sure this was stolen from me from a long time ago, and I used to have it with, there was like my side, your side, but we would do it with different dog breeds as well. So like my side, Boston Terrier side, and that one did well. I mean, this one has a ton of positive reviews. So there is that. So pillowcases, you can go through and ask ChatGPT for some as well. And then let me just show you real quick picture frames, because that one is new. We didn't have a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people have started them yet. However, you can make really amazing revenue with these picture frames. Let me show you what it looks like. So these are what the picture frames look like. And so they're not all exactly like these, but I don't think it really matters too much. But for this one, of all the weirdos on the internet, I'm glad I picked you. That's $596 a month, $1,000 a month for I used to work with absolute legends. It's a good kind of coworker gift. So once in a while, someone amazing comes along, and here I am. Oh, that one's not making any sale. Well, I think this is wrong here because it has to be making sales because there's only 9 left in stock, but that's okay. And we could, of course, go through and do this 4-star and up thing again. Okay, so best man forever, my brother. So the best man thing, coming up with best man frames, I think would work. That's $1,000 per month there. Okay, so this one, side by side or miles apart, friends are always close at heart. $2,969 a month. So then I would go and I would ask ChatGPT in this example to find some good ones for long distance friends or something like that, and then come up with some designs for that as well. So we have, I won't go super into painstaking detail here on how you can like make mock-ups and stuff for this stuff, because we have some blog posts. If you have questions, please shoot me an email or post in the Facebook group, and we can do more kind of technical stuff. But the picture frames definitely are really good. And the thing is, like here, funny picture frames, this is over 9,000 results. If I do funny mug as an example, there's over 40,000 results. And I know there's even more than that. So there's just not as much competition on these picture frames. Funny candles is 7,000 results. Pillowcase 4,000. So there's just, the mugs absolutely still do well. I know it's what I talk about the most because it's just what I have the most of, but there's absolutely opportunity in a lot of these other product types as well. So I would definitely recommend just playing around with them. So that takes me to the next part here of what we're going to go over. So we've kind of gone over some of my best-selling items, what phrases are doing well, how you can craft your own phrases. And then we'll go into also real quick before we go to CustomHappy, why launch new products? And you can see, I mean, there's a lot of money in these other markets. And so mugs do well. Of course, we have more and more sellers selling mugs. So while there's absolutely still opportunity, I definitely think that as you get into some of the new products, you can just get into more kind of underserved niches. So if we look back here at my sales, I mean, 5.4% of total sales for the last 6 months just on a teddy bear. And actually, let's just see, we do candle. Yeah, so 5.54% of my top products there. I mean, it just adds up when you start doing these other products as well. So that's why I would get into them. You're just going to have less people competing against you. There are so many hijackers copy the mugs. The other thing is that some of the products that CustomHappy sells, for example, teddy bears, the people that go and like copy people's products and try to hijack and stuff, a lot of them don't have access to teddy bears or the different candles. In China and other places where they kind of try to copycat, they have tons of mugs and the popular products, but the ones that are less popular, there's less knockoffs. And so you can kind of, remember I was showing you with the pillowcases, someone knocked off my phrase, which even pillowcases in general, though, there's not as many copycats because people go after the really popular products to try and copycat off of. So that's another good reason to get into new products so that there's going to be less competition there. Even ornaments. Ornaments right now we're doing last 6 months, and so most of those products sell really well for Christmas time. But ornaments can do really well as well. So I would say get into new ones. The other thing is a lot of people don't want to do any of the extra work that comes with doing the new products, which is great because that means there's less competition. So these are, some of the reasons why I would get into some new products. And then let's go over next CustomHappy's products that we have. So the picture frames are one that do really well. I mean, these they did great for Mother's Day, for Father's Day, for Christmas. Obviously, they do really well. People have picture frames a lot in their houses and everything. So this is a good one that a lot of print-on-demand providers don't offer, but they do well. So let's see, other new arrivals. We have these jewelry cases, which I've started to see pick up a little bit. The jewelry cases are nice. We have them in pink and blue, so you can see, well, ideally you would see pink, and then there's the pink, and then we have gray. These are really good they did well for Mother's Day, for Christmas, for birthday gifts. We had a lot of people that were requesting these, so this would be something you might want to consider selling. We also have aprons that are new. Now, aprons can do really well for men or women. So I know this is more of a feminine design. However, for men, we can do barbecue aprons, cooking aprons, things like that. And we've seen, I won't go super into it now, but I have made some videos that I put on YouTube about aprons. And there's a lot of revenue with aprons as well. So you might want to make some there. We have this 4-piece wine box. If you guys are in the LHS group, Tom has been posting, he's been making a lot of sales with these. So these are cool wine boxes. They're closed, and then you can kind of slide them open, and they come in, they look like this, and they have, they come with a opener, stopper, decanting pourer with stopper, and drip color. And then it's UV printed. You can add whatever you want on there. So that is a new product. We have new color shirts, the new color candles. We've got the skinny tumblers. A lot of people have been requesting the skinny tumblers. I guess they're trendy. So we've got those. Underwear is another one that people do really well, as I mentioned before, on my Etsy store. Underwear is one of the top sellers. So we've got men's underwear, and then we also have women's underwear. So you can see those. That one has been crushing on my Etsy store. I need to get more up on my Amazon. Cosmetic bags are another one that I haven't made a ton of listings for yet, but I know that we do have some sellers that are doing really well with cosmetic bags. And then we've got the pot holders, which is something that you could do this kind of design for lots of different niches. So like instant engineer, just add, the coffee one doesn't make a ton of sense on the pot holder, but let's see if we can come up with, please help me come up with, on demand, please let me come up with 50 really funny phrases I can put on print on demand pot holders that could be customized to all different types of people. 10K bonus for great job. Thanks. Let's see. Hot stuff coming through. Okay, this is good. Like engineer, hot stuff coming through. Or, this is an amazing one, actually. I'm too hot to handle. So if it was something like basket weaver, I'm too hot to handle, and then put that on a pillowcase, I think that could be amazing. Flippin' awesome cook would be another one. You could potentially, as you get a little bit more advanced, you could start to bundle some of your products. So like a pot holder together with the apron if you're doing kind of a cooking situation. So that's one. We have flasks as well. I don't know why they didn't come up here, but flasks are one that do really well for like a men's kind of gift. So Father's Day, but then also Christmas and birthdays and things like that. I need to make sure that gets uploaded into the new section. But yeah, then let me show you real quick. If you want to see some more examples, this is a picture frame throughout the years. So at one point, black mugs were new, but we've got this, we've got these jewelry cases. We have examples with the red. We don't carry that color because it's not really a super feminine one. But we're going to get puzzles soon. We just had some issues with the quality, so we paused selling those. But there, I've got the aprons. And then, yeah, I guess those are the big ones. Lots of those have really great opportunities. So I would say get into those. If you're not into candles, definitely get into those as well, because there's just so much opportunity with these different things. Okay, so hopefully that helped you guys with just kind of showing you what's working. I think it's so fun to dig into the different products that are doing well actively, and to just come up with phrases. This is the part that I used to just like lay in bed and on my phone and check out all these things. It's just so cool to look and see and just get creative. Okay, so we went into this for a while, so I thought I would also, so we went there, and then I also want to make sure that we go over a little bit on how to hire people to help launch new items. So, get a quick sip of water here. This is something that I didn't leave a ton of time for because I know that most people are not going to be ready to hire new people. I think especially if you're new, you want to start building your reps yourself. I think it's really helpful to start doing some things on your own so that when you do bring in outsourcers, it will be better for you to just kind of like be able to speak intelligently to what needs to be done so that you can make sure people are doing a good job. It's actually a lesson that I've had in my delegating life a lot, is just give things to people to do, but then not really know exactly what they're doing. And so it becomes this like hands over my eyes approach. So yeah, it's really good to know on yourself, but then also it's really good just to give really specific direction and everything. So I say all of that because, again, if you're new, build the reps yourself before you start hiring people. But that said, after you get your reps in, or you have some profit and you're ready to reinvest into some people, what I would say is really helpful for hiring people are a couple things. Let me make a new page here. Okay. Oops. Is first, there are multiple places that you can hire people. Some people like Fiverr. I prefer Upwork because on Fiverr, you have to hire someone individually over and over. You have to go to the Fiverr listing and then just keep buying it. On Upwork, you can pay people to just do like set amounts of work. So I would say Upwork is really good, and you just make a job posting on there and you say something like, I like to make a title that says something about, well, I'll back up. When I hire people, personally, I outsource the things that I dislike the most, which is kind of the data entry uploading stuff. And I would recommend that you either hire first for either the thing you don't like the most or the thing that makes the most money. So there's two schools of thought. The thing that you don't like the most, if you hire someone to do that, like uploading the different listings and things like that, then you can focus on the parts that you love the most. That's one argument. And I just love the other parts so much that I'm okay with that. But other areas of my business, I might hire for the thing that makes the most money, which might be taking time to research amazing products. So what we were doing in the beginning of this training, going through and finding things that do well, going on ChatGPT, remake the phrases, those things could be great if then it's easy for you to go and make the designs and upload them. So either one of those works. When I make a job posting on Upwork, I usually like to say it's going to be for something. If it's for the data entry part, I'll say something like, person who loves tedious work for uploading needed, or something. I just try to explain what it is, and I like to start out with, I know some people might say to make it sound more exciting, but I just want to be realistic. It's more tedious. And then I would go through and just make a job post of whatever it is that you're looking for. So maybe just I'm looking for someone who like I want to make hundreds of different product types. I have designs and I'm looking for someone to take those designs and upload them to a software site that I give you, upload them with titles that I give you, and just, walk through exactly what you're going to need them to do. And then I like to hire people for, first of all, I ask them to do milestone work. So you can go through on Upwork, people will apply. You can also invite people to a job. So with the Upwork for this kind of thing, I might do a search for data entry. So in Upwork, you can search for people by specific criteria, and then you can filter on Upwork as well. So here, for example, I just put in data entry, and then you can see the different people that are available. And I like to do advanced search. Oh, have they changed this? It is possible. I like to sort it by, there used to be a way, here, where you can sort it by, I like to do 90% and up job success when I'm inviting people, because customers will give reviews to the people that they work with. So I like to do 90% and up, that they've earned at least $1 on Upwork, so that they have some kind of level of going, they're not brand new, they know how Upwork works. You can do English level depending on the projects that you want. If you want them to come up with designs, then maybe you'd want something a little bit more basic or like conversational or something. But anyway, just doing that will help you you can go by top rated plus as an example, and then you can go through and invite people to your job. And so that's what I really like to do, is hit invite to job for anyone that sounds good. And the way that I'll do it is I will, in this example, I did, hey, Rabia, looks like you might be a perfect fit for this. Can you check it out? See if you can help. You look like an extraordinary fit. Thank you so much. And I just go through and change the name every time. And then I send them the request. I just like to put their name in when I'm inviting them to my job post, because I'm sure a lot of these really good people have tons of kind of template invitations. People love seeing their name. So I go through and do that. Then you're going to get other people that apply as well. But I like to just come up with the ones that kind of meet the criteria that I've shared. So then I'll ask for milestone work. Once I kind of have my top candidates, I'll write out exactly what I need, or I'll have video training going over exactly what I need. And then I will ask people to do, let's say, 5 of them or something, to make sure that they do a good job. And so once we have people that show that they can do a good job, they're listening to the instructions really well, then I'll give them another set of milestone work. So maybe I'll say, this has been really awesome so far. So thank you. Let's go through and have you do 100 more listings. And then instead of just hiring people right away, I like to keep doing milestone work, because it makes it easier, I feel like. So I'll go through, give them some milestone work. If they do that, then usually I'll say, that was good too. Ideally, I like paying per quantity. So for the uploading, maybe you pay a certain price every 100 uploads or something. I like doing quantity work more than paying hourly, because I feel like hourly can just set both sides up for disappointment, because you as a business owner might feel like things should be faster than they are. And the other side, they might be able to, let's say you have a certain amount of money that you give them for every 100, well then maybe they're incentivized to just work faster to get a bunch done. So that's the kind of thing that I like. And then I also generally, when I'm hiring people, like to make it so that I tell them, let's do a 30-day trial just to make sure we both like each other. And then and that's really helpful too. I don't want to try to just kind of be committed to someone right away, because it's not easy to fire people. And so we do the thing, and those are kind of my general things. If learning more about outsourcing is something that a lot of you guys are ready for, please feel free to post in the Facebook group and I could make more training. But That's kind of the general just getting people hired. And then you can have them, you can also, by the way, point them to things like the blog posts that we have or the trainings inside Low Hanging System on getting things uploaded as well. I cannot believe it's been an hour already. Normally I'm not a talker. I thought an hour would be hard, but I feel like we could even go through so much more. But I know that there are more things to cover with you here today. So I hope that this was really helpful. Again, it's awesome that you guys are here on this training, that you've made it this far. I hope that this was super helpful, and have an extraordinary rest of your day and enjoy the rest.